What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today's video is going to be interesting, and it comes because of a little thing that happened on Twitter. So Mark Berman, he is a reporter for the New York Post. He said on Twitter today, yesterday if you guys are watching this, he said Devin Booker could emerge as a disgruntled star trade candidate for the New York Knicks. Well, I don't think that's going to happen. One, because I don't think Devin Booker is going to request a trade anytime soon. And two, because I don't think the Knicks have what it takes to trade for Devin Booker. But either way, we're going to be rebuilding the New York Knicks with Devin Booker. So let's get into this rebuild. We're going to start today and then have 3 seasons. Try and win a championship after that. If you guys have not already, make sure to subscribe to the channel, like this video, and all that is greatly appreciated. I truly do appreciate you guys. I hope you are enjoying this. If you have any suggestions, put them in the comment section below. Now let's get into it. So we just wrapped up the 2020 NBA season. Here are all the awards. You guys want to look at these, go ahead. You can pause if you want to see their stats or anything. But yeah, so we're going to be trading for Devin Booker after this season. The Knicks obviously did not make the playoffs. We can check out their stats quick while we're here. But I'm going to have to put together a trade after this season for Devin Booker. And I'm going to try and get pretty decent value for it, but I might have to override it or something, depending how it works out. But I'm going to make sure that they get some good value in it too, because the Knicks aren't going to be able to get him for nothing if they somehow do get him. Celtics won the championship. Let's see where the Knicks lottery pick falls. I hope it's top 3, because that'd be very useful in a trade. It falls to 5. Still could be very useful in the trade though. So I'm going to probably try and make that trade now, and then I'll catch you guys when I figure out what I'm going to do. Alright, so this is the trade that got offered when I trade findered Devin Booker. I'm not going to be doing this trade because I don't think it's really fair. So I got RJ Barrett. I'm going to throw in also like Julius Randle to make the money work. And then I'm going to throw in this 2020 pick as well. And then probably also like this 2022 pick. I think that's a lot more fair. Probably still wouldn't happen in real life, but this is a lot more fair than what they were wanting to do. So we got that done. It kind of messes with what I can do, because now I have a lot less assets. But if we're getting Devin Booker, we shouldn't have a lot of assets left. So we'll go to staff signing. Fizdale's gone. We're bringing in, I always bring in Michael Stoffer. Let's try and bring in somebody else. Let's try and bring in Logan Schmidt. I like Logan Schmidt. I think he'll be decent. This guy's gone too. We'll bring in Benjamin Walker. And trainer, we need to get a new trainer because C- is not good enough. So we will go with Donald Jones. And assistant GM. We'll go with Nathan Masters. Okay, because he has a little bit of potential to keep getting better. We got everybody, so let's get into the draft. I don't think we have any draft picks, but I just want to make sure. We might have a second-round pick or something. Yeah, we got the 36th pick, which isn't really too bad, so maybe we can get somebody decent. We'll go with Trendon Watford here. Maybe he'll be good. We'll get out of the draft, and we'll see what happens with him. So Watford is a 73, so we'll accept his... I mean, that's like $1 million for a 73 overall. It's not bad. Team player options, we're going to accept Peyton... Portis, and Taj Gibson, I think. Use them as trade pieces, if anything. Qualifying offers, we'll extend them to all 3, and then into free agency. Obviously, we're going to not have enough money for Anthony Davis because we just took on Devin Booker's big contract. But I didn't want to get Davis anyways because I get Davis all the time. We're probably not going to get a star this year and maybe look into getting somebody next season. So that's probably going to be the move. Let me go look at the roster and see what we have to do. There's going to be people I want to trade. I brought Bobby Portis in just to trade him because he does make such a big contract. Maybe we can get somebody decent that can develop for us or just a pick or something. So, like Luke Kennard, he plays the same position as Devin Booker, but this would free up a ton of money and also bring in a 2022 pick. A couple first-round picks there. I need to stock up on some... assets because I don't have a ton anymore because I did trade a lot of my good players for assets, or for like nothing. So I traded a lot of my assets to get Devin Booker is what I'm trying to say. Yeah, okay, Pistons pick is going to be good. Other people to trade. Dennis Smith Jr., I'm going to try and develop him a little bit in the G League this season, and if he doesn't work out, then we'll probably trade him. Or is this the last year of his deal? Last year of his deal, he's probably got to go out the door. Kevin Knox is going to be in the G League, though, and then we'll see what we can do with him. So Bruno Fernando and a first-round pick, I'll do that. What other trade do we have to make? Elfrid Payton, I actually like him as like a backup point guard probably for now, so let's go into free agency. We would have enough money for a really good player, but I'm going to try and just bring in like Montrezl Harrell as a center because he doesn't make a lot of money. So we're going to get Montrez. All right, cool. And who else could we bring in? You know, they had Marcus Morris. We'll bring him back to the team. And then maybe try and bring in like Alec Burks. I like Alec Burks. He's a good trade piece to have for sure. And then is there anybody else? Zebo maybe, $4 million. All right, we should be good. So we'll go to player progression. We'll see what the team looks like. It's not going to be great this season, I'm not going to lie. But we do have Devin Booker. We have Mitchell Robinson. And yeah, so it won't be too bad, honestly. I'll send a couple people to training camps, and then we'll get into season number 2, the first full season. We'll have 2 left after this season. So I'm thinking I'm going to run Montrezl Harrell at power forward just because we do have Mitchell Robinson. I'll run Morris at small forward, and then that should get our starting lineup about good. You know, Elfrid Payton as the point guard's not bad. And honestly, the bench isn't terrible either. We're going to be a bad team. I'm going to run Knox in the G League for... I'm going to run Kevin Knox in the G League for sure. And then... is there anybody else I want to run down there? Kenny Wooten, maybe? We'll run Watford down there if we can, but we're going to have to sign somebody. I already know it, so I'm just going to go ahead and do it. Do we have enough money for, like, Nerlens Noel? No. We could get somebody a little decent, though, on, like, $4 million. So maybe we try and throw an offer to, like, John Henson, maybe. Actually, we're going to need a small forward, so Sterling Brown. Because we are sending Kevin Knox to the G League, so we need a small forward to come off the bench. So let's go set this, and I think we're good. We're gonna go 10-man rotation. What's wrong off the bench? J.R. Smith, Sterling Brown's gonna get your minutes. J.R. Sorry about that. But now system perimeter centric 2.5 stars. I'm just gonna run what's best balanced. We will simulate season number 2, the first full season of Devin Booker in New York. We'll see how it turns out. And then after this season, we'll try and get ourselves a good free agent and really try and go for the title next year, I think. So I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. So as I guessed, and honestly, like as I hoped, because I didn't want to be good, we end up with 39 wins. A little bit better than I was hoping, but I'm fine with it. LaMelo Ball, Rookie of the Year. Here are all the awards. I don't know if... I think I just said I might be going crazy, but just to make sure, 39 and 43 was our record. Pretty sure I told you that, but yeah, I've been kind of losing my mind lately. So here are the All-NBA teams. I bet Devin Booker averaged dang near 30 points a game. Like, I honestly wouldn't be surprised because any other good players that were starting with him were not scorers whatsoever. So it's going to be interesting to see... because, like, Montrezl Harrell, Mitchell Robinson, they don't score the ball like that. Bro, what the... that's playoffs. I was like, what the heck is going on? Yeah, Devin Booker scored the ball, man. 28 points. Montrez, 17. You know when Alec Burks is coming off the bench scoring 13? Your team needs some help, and we definitely do. Here are the rest of the stats. Yeah, Devin Booker was carrying a load, dude. All right, let's simulate the playoffs. Let's see who wins the championship. Obviously, the Knicks did not make it. But it's looking we got Portland and the Bucks do end up winning. Cool to see Portland in the finals, though. Shout out to Dame for being on the cover of NBA 2K21. Hope that game is not trash, though I am prepared for it to be. So it looks like we're projected #1 pick with Detroit, but I'm pretty sure it's protected somehow. Yeah, it's protected. So they got the #2 pick. And we got 19 and 20. And also 28. All right. Oh, it looks like we got like 8 or something too. I missed that. Okay, I'm good with our staff. So NBA drafts is coming around. And let's go to our pick. We got 8 here. So there should be a decent player left. Evan Mobley is still here. Zaire Williams, Garuba. We'll go with Garuba because he looks to be he has a lot of badges that I can see. So we'll go to our next pick, see who's there. At 19 or whatever, 18 or 19, whatever we're at. We're going to go with Mark Nance. And then also, I simulated through that's fine. I didn't really care who we picked. So we got a 74 and a bunch of 60s. Yeah, these guys are not coming to my team. Just Garuba is coming. Team player options, Mitchell Robinson, of course we're accepting that. Kevin Knox, of course we're going to accept that. Trenton Watford, yes sir. All right, qualifying offers, sure. Frank Ntilikina is 7 years. That's definitely not it. But we're at free agency now. Giannis is out here. Usually when I get to this point, Giannis is not here. So we're going to have to throw him an offer. We don't have enough money to throw him an offer, but I do have a lot of contracts to trade. One of them being Marcus Morris. $13 million just is quite a bit too much for Marcus Morris, honestly. So a couple of first-round picks wouldn't be too bad, but I wouldn't mind getting a young player. But, you know, picks might be the best possible thing. Yeah, so picks from the Grizzlies. Let's try and trade away Alec Burks because he makes $10 million. Couple picks there. Okay, Pelicans picks or Hawks picks. Okay, we'll go with the Hawks picks. Do we have enough money for Giannis right now? We're almost there. So trading. Man. Probably gonna have to move Montrezl Harrell. I was kind of figuring we would because he does make $22 million. But we should be able to pick up a decent player that makes a little bit less than him. Vernon Carey, actually, you know, he's young and he would develop really well if I spent a year in the G League on him. But I don't really want to have to spend a year in the G League on someone. Let me go look at, who I can try and bring in. That's on a small contract. I probably got to go to rosters for this. So, any big men that are on small contracts. Like Mo Bamba. Could I go get Mo Bamba for... Let's try and do that. So, that was the Magic. We get Mo Bamba for Montrezl Harrell. They want a 2022 first and send me Al-Farouq Aminu. I don't need Aminu, but I'll give you, like, this second round pick. 2023 first and Darren Collison. I don't really want to bring on more money. I just want to send out some picks. So I'll give you this. You know what? I'll give you this top 10 protected pick as well. Okay, they agreed to that. So we should have enough money for Giannis now. And we're going to throw him as much as we can. Player option. No trade clause. Okay. And otherwise, we're going to throw an offer at Kawhi. I'm going to send Kawhi the player option, not the no trade clause. If I get Kawhi, I'm going to want to trade him, I think. May sound weird, but it is what it is. So Kawhi's agreeing without the no trade clause. My goal, I'm going to try and get Devin Booker, one of his best friends. So either Cat or D'Lo on this team. But we're going to do that. We're going to renounce the rights on Elfrid Payton and Jared Harper. Okay, so Giannis is going with the Bulls. Kawhi is coming here. I am so pumped. We didn't get Anthony Davis this time, which totally fine. But what other money do we have to trade out here then? If I want to, look into getting somebody else. There's not really anybody, so let's just see who else we can afford. George Hill would be a solid point guard. If we could bring him in. What does our team need? Got a couple centers, point guard, shooting guard, small forward. Yeah, we could use just about anything. So Duncan Robinson would be a nice piece to bring in as well. Duncan signs. Myers Leonard, always a solid choice on that minimum deal. And then I'm going to bring in Gorgie as well. I think we're good then. So I'll go to player progression. We'll look over this team again. And then I'm going to look into seeing if we can somehow get both Karl-Anthony Towns and Devin Booker. Maybe somehow. Might have to trade Kawhi for it. But I think it would be cool to have that trio together. I'll send a couple people to training camps. And then we will get into season number, or the second full season but technically season number 3. All right, so this would be the rotation if we were going to go for it right now, and it's honestly not that bad. We could use a point guard, but let's go see here. Let's go see if the Timberwolves, what their situation looks like. So Karl-Anthony Towns is untouchable and can't be had via trade. Interesting, but I think we could do it if we threw Kawhi. So, this may sound dumb, but like, honestly, if Devin Booker went there, Karl-Anthony Towns grew up in like New Jersey and he was a Knicks fan growing up. I'm like 95% sure he was a Knicks fan. So if we could get Towns and we threw back Kawhi Leonard, who makes 38, Towns makes 31. So if you guys could also send me like Culver, and then I give you back like Trendon Watford. Would you do this trade? Should I do this trade? Would they even do this straight up? They wouldn't even do this straight up, so we're not going to be getting Karl-Anthony Towns. Fine, that's fine. It's honestly kind of what I expected. Mo Bamba at power forward would be nice, but I want to see what Mitchell Robinson's he's on the last year of his deal, so we're going to trade Mitchell Robinson because I'm not sure that I have the money to re-sign him, and we don't really need a center because we already have Mo Bamba. So we get a power forward, or we could get a point guard would honestly be good. DeJounte Murray, that'd be a beautiful point guard to bring in. Giving up George Hill would kind of suck, so I might try and get something else back from the Spurs there. But DeJounte Murray would be a good point guard, I think, to have on this team. So we're going to do this. We'll try and get back a different player with a little bit more trade value. Like, who can we get back? Lonnie Walker, maybe. $3 million more, so we'll have to send out somebody making $3 million. We don't really have anybody to make $3 million. Okay, so Lonnie Walker's not going to be the move. Maybe we just try and do this, and we throw in Duncan Robinson instead. We'd acquired $200,000 more. Okay, Kenny Wooten, I don't know. And you send me back, like, Paul Watson. Okay, they can't do that because that is a two-way player. So, Devin Hall, and I'll send you back, like, I don't know. All right, let's go back to the original trade, I guess. And I think we'll just do this how it is. That's fine. Okay. So we got Murray, Booker, Leonard, Garuba, and Bamba. So I just want to upgrade that power forward spot. So we will try and throw Duncan Robinson and, you know what, 2 first-round picks in this year's draft. Give me a solid power forward. Solid. Jaren Jackson Jr. would be beautiful. I don't trade for Trey J very often either, so that would honestly be really nice. So I think that's what we're going to do. Also bring in Avery Bradley. I don't know what Jackson Jr.'s contract situation looks like. He's on a 1-year deal. We'll try and re-sign Jaren Jackson Jr. But this is now the starting lineup, which is great. Maybe we can even win the championship in this year and not even have to worry about next season. But then we have Kevin Knox, Bruno Fernando, Trendon Watford, Avery Bradley, and Garuba off the bench. So really we just need like a shooting guard. But maybe Watford is... What is Watford's secondary position? Shooting guard. So what happens if he turns into a shooting guard? Watford down to a shooting guard. Goes down 3. We're going to try and trade him for a shooting guard. Actually, no. Let's do this. Let's send Watford to the G League. We have to sign somebody. So I'm going to go sign 2 free agents to try and send, 2 people to the G League. So Vic Law on a minimum deal, and then Malik Newman on a minimum deal. Okay, perfect. So now we should be able to send Watford to the G League, and also Garuba, I think. And now if we reset the rotation, off the bench we have small forward, center, point guard. We'll put Gorgie at a power forward. Either Gorgie or Bruno Fernando. Probably Bruno Fernando, actually. And do we run a 10-man and just have Goss as a point guard? Or do we want to put him as a shooting guard as well? You know what? Like, Avery Bradley He's more of a shooting guard in my opinion, right? Yeah, okay. So Avery Bradley's going to go to a shooting guard, I think. And then we're going to run this rotation. 10 men. Hopefully we can win a championship this year and not even have to worry about next year. So I want to make sure that our bench utilization's good. We'll turn it down to about 35. And I will simulate this season. Balanced. Pace and space. 7 seconds. We'll go with balanced. Okay. I'll simulate season number 2, the second full season, and we will see just how good this team can be. I'll catch you guys at the end of the season. All right, so this season wrapped up. Luka did win the MVP, and we ended up with 56 wins, so really solid season from the New York Knicks here. But I'm happy with how this team is going. Killian Hayes wins Most Improved. Michael Stoffer, Coach of the Year. So I don't know where he's at, but he won 61 games wherever he is. DeAndre Ayton made All-NBA First Team. Interesting. Do we have Devin Booker or Kawhi Leonard anywhere? Wow, we don't have Kawhi on anything either. Defensive team, I'm sure Kawhi's on there. DeJounte and Kawhi are both on defensive first team. That's cool. All right. We are the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference, and let me check out the player stats for this season. Devin Booker, 28. Leonard, 20. Trey J, 14. We're going to have to re-sign him. DeJounte Murray played really well. 13, 6, and 7 or 8. Shot well from the field. Great from 3. 47% from 3. Kevin Knox played well. Shout out to Kevin Knox. Mo Bamba did his thing, rebounded the ball. All right. The Timberwolves. Whoa. Whoa, 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 whoa. Who's on their roster? I looked at it earlier, but who's all there? Oh, Anthony Edwards. Denny Avdia. Wow. Wow, that's a good team. I do not want to run into them. I do not want to run into them. We're going up against the Hawks here. Same team. They got Obi Toppin, but otherwise same team. Let's see if we can beat them. Not good. We lost in 6 games. Dang. They're a good team, though, man. All right. The 76ers win. Ben Simmons is the finals MVP. And the Timberwolves got upset by Portland. Sad. I was hoping they would win if we didn't. But let's go to the draft lottery, see where our picks fall. I traded a lot of them away, but we'll see what happens. We end up with pick 20. And I think that might be it. So let's go to the draft. Let's go select somebody with that pick. Let's make some moves for this final season, and let's really just try to win this championship. Nico Mannion. Why is there a 2020 draft class in here? I think I made a mistake. Made a big mistake. I think I loaded in a 2020 draft class instead of a 2022 draft class. I'm not even going to sign Nico Mannion because that doesn't seem right. But that was the, yeah, that was my fault. So we're going to extend qualifying offers to all of these players. There's so many qualifying offers out there. Wow, there's a lot out here. Kyrie Irving is out here. All right, so this is what the team looks like going into free agency. Not a lot here. Kawhi out here. Kawhi could get us some nasty stuff, dude. Obviously, having Kawhi is just super good, though. But, like, if I wanted to trade Kawhi, I could get some crazy stuff. Is there anything that would save me a ton of money? Like, a ton of money. Not really. So we could get Clay and Evan Mobley. This is so ridiculous, man. Like, this trade would save me like $10 million, but I don't want to do it. All right, so how much are we off from signing, like, Kyrie Irving? We are like $21 million off of signing Kyrie Irving. Yeah, we're not going to be able to do it. So let's just go and try and sign somebody that we can afford. Bruno Fernando. Okay, he's restricted anyways. Alec Burks. We'll offer him that. He's agreeing. Okay, we're not going to do that then. We're going to keep our rights on all of our young players. Where's Jaren Jackson Jr.? I do not want to lose Jaren Jackson Jr. He's got to be restricted though, right? Okay, yeah. So we're gonna match Jaren Jackson Jr.'s offer. We're gonna keep the rights on Bamba. There's not much else I can do. I'm just gonna roll with what the team looks like. Hopefully everybody comes back in their qualifying offers. Otherwise, we're gonna be pretty much screwed going into this last season. But let's get through free agency. Hopefully the qualifying offers pour in. All right, they kind of did. So this is what the team looks like. It's really solid. I'm happy with it. We're going to obviously need to sign some players, but I'll send a couple dudes to training camp. Then we'll get into the final season, and we'll finally, hopefully, win a championship. All right, so here's the squad. We don't have a center. That's my bad. We lost Mo Bamba. Should have threw him a contract. Okay, so let's try and find ourselves a center, but who can we trade away? Garuba is probably going to get traded, or Bruno Fernando. So who makes more money? They make about the same. So I think Bruno Fernando with Kevin Knox, first round pick, can probably get us a solid center to come to the team. There's not really any options. Maybe we should just go back and just trade Kevin Knox with a first round pick and try and bring in a center that way. There's still not any center options out here. All right. I'm going to look and trade in Kawhi. That's a good trade. That's a good trade. There's some good trades out here. It's not like me to just trade away like one of the top 5 players in the league. But this trade seems too good to pass up. We're going to do this trade. Bad option? Probably a bad option. But now we're going to trade John Collins, 2 first-round picks, and try and bring in something really nice. Chris Middleton could bring in... He could be that small forward now that we don't have Kawhi. We could bring in Michael Porter Jr., Markelle and Buddy, Pascal Siakam, Shea. All right, Chris Middleton. Let's go look at the team now. I know it didn't make a lot of sense, but I needed depth more than I needed that star. We have our star in Devin Booker. Starting lineup's good. Off the bench, I can trade Garuba and try and bring in some wings and some guards. So Garuba, Swanigan, first. Bring me in a guard to come off the bench. Isaac Okoro would be nice. Yeah, we'll go with Isaac Okoro. Now off the bench, we just pretty much need a point guard and a center. So we'll try and bring in a point guard. We'll trade Yogi Ferrell, Malik Newman, first round pick. Try and get us a center or a point guard. Norvell Pell. All right, Chris Dunn and Greg Monroe. All right, this is the rotation now. We'll take Williams out, but I'll try and trade. Want to get a little bit better, so we'll try and trade Monroe, Allen Williams, and a first, and maybe we can bring in a little bit of a better point or better center. But maybe we cannot actually. Okay, wow. All right, so this is the rotation we're gonna run with. Should be good enough. I think it's gonna be good enough to win ourselves a championship. Balanced system. That's the best. Okay, we're going to simulate season number 3 or 4, whatever you want to call it. Hopefully, hoping and praying this is the team that can win us a championship. So I will catch you guys at the end of season number 3. So not the season I was hoping to have, and I'm not gonna lie to you. We end up with 54 wins, and now I'm kind of regretting trading away Kawhi. But it doesn't matter because this is the team we have for the playoffs. So here are the awards. We end up with 54 wins and 28 losses. Yeah, not what I was hoping for. But do we see any Knicks? We don't. Defensively, we do have DeJounte Murray. And that's it. All right. Let's go check out some stats, and then we will get into the playoffs. Devin Booker played well. I'm kind of discouraged. Very discouraged. As you can tell, the morale is down around here. We're going to go to a 9-man rotation. Yeah. We are the 2 seed down here against Milwaukee. I'm going to move my camera quick so you guys can see. So give me a minute. All right, that should be good. So let's simulate round 1 and let's see what happens. Wow. Oh, that went to 7 and we almost lost it. I tried to stop it. It did not work. Now we got Boston. Okay, we did get out, but now we got Boston. That's a good team. Let's try and take this game by game. We go up 1-0. And can we go up 2-0, please? We do go up 2-0. Okay. 3-0. 4-0. We do win. We're moving on, and we will be facing Chicago, who has Tyrese Maxey, Zach LaVine, Jalen Johnson, Giannis, and Mo Bamba. I'll tell you this. I have a bad feeling about this round. So let's simulate the first game. We lose. Okay. Could have really used Kawhi in this one. But come on. Oh, let's go. We won that game. So now it is 2-1. Let's simulate another one with Simcast. We start out pretty good, but it looks like they come back. Not looking good. And they win by almost 20 that game. So now it's do or die. All right. Can we please just go to a game 7? Get to a game 7. It's a close game. We're going to have to jump in for the last however long it is. So I'll catch you guys in there. All right, so we're in here. This is to, like, go down, like, 3-2, like... Oh, DeJounte Murray's coming to the... Oh, he just got... Mo Bamba. Why is Chris Dunn in the game? Put your stars in. Why is Chris Dunn in the game? We're down by 2. DeJounte Murray ties it up. We got a minute left. Guys, I don't think we're going to be able to win this series, but we'll try. I'm not going to jump into every game because that's going to just take so much time. But if we can win this one, maybe we have a shot. Chris Paul. Is that Chris Paul? Who is that? I don't even think they have Giannis in the game, but Kobe White's wide open in the corner. Wow, he missed. Okay, let's go. DeJounte Murray. Kevin Knox. Why is he running power forward for us? DeJounte is freaking tired, man. Oh, what was that pass, DeJounte? You are a much better passer than that. Maxey's going to drain that too. He does not. Okay. Last second shot. We're holding for the last shot. I'm going to hit this game winner, and we're going to force a game 6. Okay, get the ball. He's going to drain that. Oh, that was so close. All right. I'm probably going to simulate to the end of this game then because I'm not going to play a whole 5-minute overtime because I'm not really up to that. So, Simcast. And we go up by 2. All right. Oh! We lost by 1. That's it. We got eliminated. I should not have traded Kawhi. That was the dumbest thing. You guys can roast me in the comments all you want to. That was such a dumb move. The Bulls win the championship. Gosh, that was dumb. I'm contemplating quitting now. I'm just going to be done with YouTube. No, I'm not. I'm totally joking. We just started. We're going to keep grinding every year. But yeah, this one hurts. I made a poor life decision. Traded away Kawhi Leonard. And this is what we get. But yeah. Very discouraged right now. But I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did enjoy this video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe to the channel. Maybe share the channel with some of your friends. If you know your friends like watching this type of content, they like watching these rebuilds, anything like that, share my channel with them. Maybe they'll like my channel too. If you guys have any suggestions for me in the comment section below, make sure to leave them. But I do appreciate you all so much for watching this video and getting to the end. Yeah, but other than that, it's been TKE. It's been real. Peace out.